Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We know that there are many amazing natural phenomena in life, one of which is evaporation. What is evaporation? What is meant by evaporation? But before getting into the discussion, it would be better if we got to know each other first. Greetings, my name is Nurrahim Wirawan and my name is 230404055 from the Physics B Education Study Program. Without further ado, let's get into the discussion. Evaporation is a natural phenomenon. Not only is it amazing, the evaporation process can also be used for human benefit. On these occasions, I will discuss the meaning of evaporation, the process by which it occurs, influencing factors, and example of evaporation in life. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of spontaneously changing molecules in a liquid state, for example water, into a gas, for example water vapor. This process is the reverse of condensation. Generally, evaporation can be seen from the gradual disappearance of a liquid when exposed to a significant volume of gas. Evaporation is also known as evaporation. All objects that contain liquid, whether liquid or gas, can experience evaporation. This can happen due to heating so that the liquid changes state to gas. After knowing the meaning of evaporation, now I will explain the principles that causes a liquid to change into a gaseous state. Number 1. Evaporation is a phenomenon that occurs on objects with large surfaces, for example seas, lakes, rivers, swamps, or large vessels. Number 2. In accordance with the definition of evaporation, it can also occur on objects or land that contain water. Number 3. During the evaporation process, the remaining heat can form water bubbles. Number 4. The volume and weight of object experiencing evaporation will decrease. And number 5. If evaporation occurs in a land, it can cause drought. Number 6. Evaporation is an event that can be used to make food ingredients such as salt and crackers. And the last one, number 7. Evaporation can occur due to natural or artificial heating. Next, I will discuss the process of evaporation. Evaporation is a condition that occurs because the liquid in a molecule gets sufficient heat energy from the environment. Then the liquid molecule will turn into steam or gas. What is meant by evaporation occurs when the vapor pressure is lower than atmospheric pressure. If the condition reverses, the vapor will return to liquid form. This process is called condensation. Evaporation is a change in the state of a substance that is influenced by various factors. There are factors that influence directly and some indirectly. Factors that directly influence evaporation include temperature. The higher the temperature, the greater the evaporation process that occurs. For example, the higher the environmental temperature caused by the sun, the faster the process of groundwater evaporation so that the land becomes dry and cracked. Another example of evaporation is when we boil water. The bigger the fire, the faster the water boils and then evaporates. Number 2. Vapor pressure. Evaporation will be greater as the vapor pressure increases. Number 3. Wind speed. Evaporation is an event that is also influenced by wind. The faster the wind blows, the faster the air molecules move. Number 4. Air humidity. If the air is more humid, it will lower the surrounding temperature so that evaporation occurs more slowly. Number 5. Sunlight. The duration of sunlight and the intensity of solar radiation greatly influence the evaporation process. This is because the sun is the main source of light and heat for the Earth. Apart from the factors above, evaporation is also influenced by the following indirect factors. The one is altitude. The higher the place, the lower the temperature, so that the evaporation process occurs more slowly. And the number 2 is latitude. Latitude determines the intensity of solar radiation so that it has an indirect impact on the evaporation process. For the final discussion, there are examples of evaporation in everyday life. Among them, number 1 is sweating. Is one of the easiest examples of evaporation to feel. When we do strenuous activities, sweat will be released on the surface of the body. Evaporation of sweat fluid is caused by excess heat energy from within the body. Number 2, rain is also another example of evaporation. First, water from the Earth's surface will turn into steam due to the sun's heat energy. The water vapor is stored by clouds. When the cloud capacity is full, the water vapor will come back down in the form of rain or liquid. This process of rain falling is called condensation. 3. Dry clothes. Clothes containing liquid substance are heated under the hot sun. The sun heat energy will change the liquid in the clothes into gas. As a result, clothes dry out and lose weight. Number 4. Boil water. Initially, the water was cold when temperature increased due to the heat from the fire. After reaching the boiling point, the water will slowly turn into water vapor. If you don't turn off the heat after the water boils, then the water will turn into steam. Number 5. The formation of table salt is also an example of evaporation. Salt crystals are obtained from seawater exposed to hot sun and wind. To make it clearer, I will show several videos of examples of water evaporation in everyday life. I think this is a discussion of what evaporation is, principal factors that influence an example of evaporation in everyday. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.